Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder, patron, and partners along with Bob Iacchino. Checking in Bitcoin. Bitcoin lows held. I'm not counting this as a third rotation. We didn't have much of a rally, so I'm still looking at this as a double bottom or potential double bottom because we've not traded above 420. What's the exact high? Let me give you the exact high. 42.2820. Again, watching for a close or an extended move above that, and I'll retest that level to confirm it or to trigger it. If it just trades above there, it's technically confirmed. Levels to the downside still the same. We're testing the 21 right now. Seems to be weakening a little bit. You'll see also on Ethereum how we did have a divergence because that made a slightly lower low. Right now, the next key level based off the 4-hour chart is about 4,400 area, declining 50 and the 25% retracement, and all the other targets are the same. Let's check in the daily chart. Daily chart is interesting enough. Let me try to move this. There we go. All right, so everybody can see it. If this pause is a little longer, that 8's going to be out of the way. So if we did trigger that double, we could also get a close above the 8 on the daily, which then is in the rotation zone, and we could easily go to the full targets without hitting the other side of the rotation zone. So that's what I'm still going to be watching for. And again, targets are still in the same as we went over yesterday. Let's see, and it does look like we've now confirmed a divergence on a daily. So you see, if we have this low here, go down the RSI, we have a low all the way down about this 293. We have a much lower low in price action and a much higher low in the RSI. So we're going to see if this divergence holds. At least it's running out of momentum. If this keeps moving sideways and we really form a triple bottom, then I'll be watching what happens as this 8 gets down to the price action to see if we get the concept of 8 pushing the price. And this was just a pause, a sideways pause. There's two ways you can do corrections from a down move. Either a rally back up, or just a pausing sideways move. You know, it could rally a little, but really it's a pausing, choppy, sideways move. And then we watch what happens when the 8 comes down and connects or gets close to price, especially close to the 12.5% retracement level. And then we see if price collapses again, because that's when price is most likely going to collapse if it's not. If price holds when the 8 comes down and then we get the close above 8, then I'll start watching for the rally move if this double does not trigger. So switching over to Ethereum, now you see we eked out a slightly lower low here with a much higher low in the RSI, and that's what I talked about, a potential in either Bitcoin or Ethereum doing, and the double would still be in place. So double's still in place. I'm just going to update all the levels to that key low now. It's just going to drop the 12.5% a little. So right now we're trading against the 21, the rotation zone, rallied up above there. It is still the same trigger. 122.12 is the trigger for the double. Next area of resistance is about 117.50 to about 118.50, and then we'll be watching to see how the double triggers. You're going to have some minor resistance probably at 128. So we could, if we rally up and trigger the double, we could easily come up here, hit the 50, retrace a bit before we continue higher. Don't be shocked if that happens. Let's take a look at the daily. The daily also looks, if it takes a little while to still trigger, we could have the 8 also out of the way, but this is getting flatter more rapidly because we did not have as steep a sell-off. And you also see how we're eking out a little slightly lower low with a much higher RSI now. So we have a daily divergence. The day's not closed yet. Unless this collapses down majorly, it's still gonna be a divergence. So I'm gonna watch what happens. If this does trigger the double, still pay attention to the 126 area because that's where the 8 is. The new targets, the new minor targets to the downside are 96.15, then 90.11 if this does not hold, and the major targets are still the same. So what we have for you on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.